A very British royal welcome to the United Kingdom for Felipe Calderón, the President of Mexico. He was one of the first world leaders to arrive in London for the G20 summit, along with the Australian Prime Minister Kevin Rudd. Over the next few days, they'll be joined by the other heads of the G20 countries, the world's largest economies, which together represent 90% of global GDP.
We have a choice to make. We can either let the recession run its course and retreat into protectionism and isolationism. That is a do-nothing approach that will push us further into recession. Or we can resolve as a world community to unite, to act and to fight back against the global recession that is hurting people in every country.
It's an ambitious task list for the leaders meeting in London's Excel Centre in just a few days. Britain's finance minister has already warned not to be overly optimistic about what can be achieved, but those words will do little to lessen expectations. Meanwhile, London's Metropolitan Police is gearing up for what they've defined as an almost unprecedented level of activity. There have already been some demonstrations in the capital. Thousands marched peacefully on Saturday. But there is concern that protests planned for Wednesday and Thursday may turn violent. London is used to hosting heads of state, and it's no stranger to demonstrations. And yet, the local police have said that the G20 is one of the most complicated security operations they've ever had to organize. They know of about half a dozen official demonstrations, but they're expecting many more to simply spring up around the capital. And with a security operation costing more than $10 million, the local police aren't taking any chances. One of the biggest demonstrations is expected on Wednesday in the City of London. It's London's financial sector, home to many of the banks that may well find themselves as the focus of some of the protests. Police have issued some advice to the companies, such as not scheduling meetings for those days and checking ID cards to make sure anyone coming in and out of buildings is there on legitimate business. On Monday, 5 people were arrested, suspected of planning violence for the G20 summit. They're unlikely to be the last such arrests before the end of the week. Barbara Serra, Al Jazeera, Central London.